I'm live now. So I just spent the last couple of minutes talking to myself. Duh. Oh, and now I've got the volume turned up, so sorry. Go away. Skip the ads. Right, I think I'm live now. Good morning, everybody. I was like, sitting there going, why aren't I live? Why aren't I live? It does help if I absolutely press the button first. You might have me blabbering for a bit beforehand. I don't know how long the lag is. Me talking to myself going, am I live? Am I not live? Am I live? Yes, I am live. Hello. Good morning. I'm going to paint a snowy, loose watercolour, like whimsy, made up in my head scene this morning. I'm going to start off by painting a really loose background. I hope you can hear me. I hope I haven't got any other issues apart from me not pressing the button. Good morning. Right, this is what we're going to create first, this thing here. I'm going to come and say hello because I've got it set up so I can say hello. So hello. We're going to paint. I'm going to paint something. Anyway, I've set my camera up so I can actually speak to people if my microphone's not in the way. I don't know if you can hear me. Anyway, hello. I thought I'd say hi to everyone. Yeah, we're going to paint a snowy scene this morning with a house on a hill in like an abstract landscape. Let me show you this thing. I'm going to show you how I did this. It's not quite dry yet. I might put the dryer on it, but hopefully by the time I get to this point, this will be dry. So I'm going to show you how I created this anyway. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it. If I can remember. It won't be exactly the same. Yours won't be exactly the same. I don't know if my chat's working. Come say hi. I like to chat to people. I've got a number 12 brush here. Hi, Manly. Does my sound all right, Manly? Because I don't know. I don't believe everything's working. Because for the last few times I've come on, nothing's worked properly. Now I'm using some, what do you call it? It's paint, isn't it? In it. I'm using, sorry, I'm in one of those silly moods this morning. I'm using some mixtures of blues. I think it's mainly, what do you call it? Ultramarine. Let's slap a bit of that on there. I think that's mainly ultramarine blue. But I'm going to start off in this corner. And then I'm using a block of paper. It's 350 GSM rough watercolour paper. I don't like using hot press and get the most expensive, well, not the most expensive, the nicest paper you can afford. Don't get that really cheap stuff because it doesn't work. So I'm just going to drop some different colours in. I'm going to use a bit of purple in this one. I didn't in the other one. Alright, thank you, Manly. I just don't believe that things work all the time. And then this is supposed to be turquoise, but it's not working, but never mind. Now I'm going to try and create a snowy bit, but I'm just slapping on lots. Make sure you've got lots of water. So just drop loads on, make it really wet. Your paper's, if it's not on a block, it's probably going to like cockle and buckle and everything, but that's good, that's fine. Just carry on, slap a bit more in, and then tilt it. And let it run back on itself. Now I've got some of this acrylic ink here, so you can use anything you've got really. I just wanted to add some extra bits in, and I got a bit of brown. I'm going to put on this one all around my. This is the Indian. I don't want the Indian one. I've got this Hydrus watercolor. This is burnt sienna. I just wanted to put a little bit of brown in. Oh, if there's any in there, there's none in there. But it's coming out. There we go. Hi Liz. Hi Charlie. Charlie. How are you? I haven't heard from you for ages. Hope you're well. Did you have a good Christmas? Just go mad splattering stuff in. Now I'm going to use some of this granulation medium. You can see mine's dirty. Mine's been contaminated by paint because I don't rinse my brush in between. So I'm going to try and remember this time. And then I'm going to slap some of that on it, and you get these lovely. It just makes lovely things. I know I said this is a snowy scene, but we're going to add the snow in after. Hopefully, if it works out. I never know how these are going to change. I might decide to use something completely different for this one. Anyway, you end up with something a bit like that. Then I'm going to sprinkle. It just needs to. I'll just waft it a bit. I'm just picking up the drips that are off the sides. This is where you get in a complete mess, which is good. I'm just going to run it up and down a bit. And I want to add some salt to it. I don't know, there's a bit of glue from the edge. I made this block myself. So the gluing's not perfect, but it works for me. Finger painting. Right, there we go. Now the sheen's sort of just going off of it. If you put salt on, if it's too wet, it doesn't work. And I want it to work for this. I've got some really big, chunky Atlantic sea salt, which is really good. I'm just going to slap that on. Slap it on. Just sprinkle it on. Sprinkle. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. Mine was really quiet. I was just like, oh, okay, that's Christmas. Oh, and then I'm sprinkling normal table salt on as well, just because I can. And you make a big mess of it. Salt goes everywhere. Just have fun with it. So I'm going to put that to one side, and hopefully mop up this a bit. It's me trying to be tidy and clean. I don't know. Hopefully I'll chuck that behind me on the floor. This isn't quite dry, but the salt has taken effect, so I'm just going to use my dryer quickly. Don't use a dryer on yours because you want the salt to do its thing, but for demonstration purposes I've got to dry it. So I've got a hair in here as well. Let me get all the moisture off. It does take longer to dry if you're using salt as well, and if it's cold. Oh, that's good, Charlie. I'm glad you're feeling better. Missed you. Right, that will do. It's gone all buckly now. I've used that, and I'm just going to brush the salt off. This is where it goes everywhere. So if you're a person that doesn't like making a mess, it does make a mess. And I'm a mess. I make a mess. Manny, is it cold there still? Have you got lots of snow? Have you managed to keep warm? I was thinking, oh no, she might not be there. The news stuff. It's like, right. Oh, it comes with a Cyril hair on this one. Cyril's my dog. Right, there we go. Sorry if the automatic focus keeps cropping in. I've got a Logitech camera that cost me quite a bit of money, and they had a Logitech control that you can control the camera on. And then I get a new computer, like brand new, with the M1 chip Mac, and the software to control the camera does not work with it. And then they say, oh no, we've replaced it with this. And I'm like, well, I have no control over my camera still. You know, I can't control the autofocus or anything, and it's really crap. So I think they're hopefully sorting it out, because, you know, it's rubbish. I'm not I don't know. It's a bit rubbish. Anyway, yeah, let's start this. Right, so this is the background. You can see all the where the granulation fluids made this lovely granulation. What a surprise. And then the salt had an effect as well. It hasn't had a big effect because I didn't leave it long enough to dry naturally, but you can leave yours to dry naturally. Yeah, so I'm gonna my thought in my head was I want a house on a hill, and then I'm gonna sort of leave this as like a hill. So all I'm going to put in here is a house and maybe a tree. So yeah, so I wanted it to be a little white house. So I'm going to use some gouache. I'm just going to squirt a bit on my palette here. I just don't mix it in with your normal colours. Yeah, my palette's a mess. I've been painting loads yesterday I gave myself like the day. I thought I'm not going to do any like proper work. I'm going to paint for myself. So I painted all day, created lots of lovely things and just enjoying myself. And the day went so quickly and I was like, ooh, is that it? Oh, I'm glad you got a break in the weather, Manly. Right, a house on a hill. I want to say this is watercolour. It's more mixed media, I suppose. That's the house. Let's give it a roof. Can you see what I'm doing? Hopefully. The light's really garish and it's blinding me. I'm blinded by the lights. I'm not going to sing. Chimney. I'm going to go over it in a bit of pencil crayon as well, I think, because and then you can suggest more of a, like it's right up on the cliff. You can add more of a snowy scene. Let's like make it more. I said it was going to be whimsy, didn't I? But I don't know. It's just. We've been painting whimsy scenes all month on my what do you call it? Skipped it. Patreon site. It's new, but I'm putting all my watercolour classes up that I've ever done up on there. It's taken me a little time to get them up on there because I didn't realise how old the videos were, and I sort of need to download them, reload them and put them back up, but that's doing. So for £6 you can get all my watercolour classes that I've ever done. It's £6 a month, but you don't have to stay every month. You can dip in and out when you like. And we've got lots of, at the moment, I set a project each month. And at the moment it is watercolour whimsy landscapes. So I've done a few. I had a stutter then, didn't I? I keep realising I like stutter a bit. I've done a few and I'm just going around the house to make it look more like a house. But it's fun, Charlie. It's loads of work, but it's fun. So it'll be up once they're done. They're done. That's what I keep telling myself. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to edit another video. But there's like their videos from when I first started teaching online, and it was like, oh, I looked really young. I looked so young in them. I'm like, oh, it's like 15 to 18 years ago. They're crazy. Oh, you're spinning. Oh, I like spinning. I've got a spinning wheel, but I haven't done it for ages. I think it's sat and I can't do everything. I'm coming in with a bit of dark to, this is Lunar Black that I've got mixed in there, but you can, I'm just turning my paper. Turn your paper, what works for you. People, I don't like people who like tape it to their desk. I'm just like, no, you can't turn it around. Yeah, it doesn't feel like work. I have to tell myself I'm working half the time. I'm just going to block them because they're a bit, they're the windows. But I just didn't want them so dark. But I will go over them in a bit. I'm just a bit of shadow. I want, like, that's the roof. This is like sorry, I'm licking my brush. Every time I lick my brush, I go, oh, Charlie be telling me off. You haven't been here to tell me off. So, yeah, and this looks like trees here, so I'm just going to make them look more treey. Big trees. Is that a word, tree? Do some branches. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about my my Patreon. So come and be. There's a link below this video. The month before it was poppies, but if you join, you get all my poppy classes and everything anyway, which is brilliant. Even if I do say so myself. Does that look like trees? Can you see? I can't see. My light's like really shining in my eyeballs. Yes, I have got it. It's a very naughty habit, Charlie, whilst you've been gone. Licking brushes, using chemicals. I'm just sort of making that a that looks like a house on a hill, doesn't it? Yeah. So I was just looking at the screen. You can see, I can see all, when I look on the screen, I'm going to get a pencil. My pencil, it's like, I've been sanding it. I need someone to keep me in check, Charlie. Tree, there's like a tree here I could see, but I only saw that when I looked in the oh, that's no good, it's broke. When I looked in the camera the you know what I mean, because I can, instead of looking at it live myself, so I'm doing more like wintry trees. I'm going to splash some snow over it to give it a bit more of a snowy fun. These pencils are fabulous. These are Durham drawing pencils. This is Chinese white, and it's like a white that goes over everything, really. It's nice. I like using that. I'll use that on the, you can see, oh, it's not going over the gouache, but it's going over the watercolour. It's just, so you can see some more branches up here. I say it's a whimsy. It is whimsy, isn't it? Yeah, because it's got a twee little house in there. Yeah, so anyway, getting back to my Patreon, because I have to keep plugging myself because I'm not very good at that. Please come and join. I'm trying to get a nice like community thing going there, which should be fun. You can they haven't got the thing where you can post pictures yet of your work, but whilst they're sorting that out, there will be one, I think, is coming, which would be brilliant. So I can like comment on people's work there. I will set up a Facebook page. I know people don't like Facebook that much. I don't like Facebook, but it's like a place where you can post your pictures and things. Yeah, but I do like exclusive stuff on there for you to use. So you've got exclusive videos, me talking through properly, like proper class sort of things, like doing it for reals. Talking you through all the supplies and everything, so that you won't have to ask any questions. Oh, thank you, Charlie. I was trying to make some like shadows of the trees, even though the light's not coming from that way. Oops, it's whimsy. I've made it up. Okay. Right, I'm gonna get some I got a toothbrush. So I'm going to splatter. See if I can do this without like totally ruining it. I've been getting in such a mess lately. I've been like having such fun doing painting. I'm just gonna splatter so it looks like it's snowing. It's not very splattery, is it? Let's make it a bit. There's a good splatter consistency and it's quite runny. Does that make it look snowy? Been doing a lot of splattering lately. But it's a big snowstorm. This is for you, Manny. There, that's the snow. Ooh. And then you end up with it all over your fingers and everything, and it's fun. I think that's finished, that one. So mainly it's like the background you're doing. I'm not sure what all this is, but it's like all the ice and snow coming down the hill. And I was really organised, but I don't know where I've put them now. Someone said I should get mounts. Look at this. Oh, there we go. Found them. So you can see it better, like what I mean. It's just an old mount and I've cut it so you can shape it to any size. There we go. Isn't that a beautiful painting? If I move all my crap out of the way. Look how effective it is, and it didn't take long to do. I think the longest thing here is waiting for it to dry. And then I just drew the little house on the hill and sort of went through what I could see that made the tree shapes. So there's a little house on the icy hill. Let's see what's happening with my other bit of paper. Yep. This is the one I did. It's much the same, but on this one, it's not dry yet. I'm going to leave it to dry completely. On this one, I'll probably put the house here or something. It looks really nice. Or not put a house on it at all. Like do something completely different. I'm not sure. Well, I think I'm finished for this morning. That happened quicker than I thought it would do. I'm not going to do another one. I've been painting. I'll show you what I've been doing. Let me find some things to show you. What have I been doing? I've been painting some of these, like winter roses, or what they call. They're not winter roses. Hellebores. It's not quite finished yet. I've got to add some more to it. And I've been painting some snowdrops, but this isn't finished. This is just, I did the background. I want to have a frozen lake. It could do. That could be, oh, I don't know where to put it. What else have I been painting? Oh, I've been painting. Sorry if you can't hear me, I'm like, got my head down. I've been painting, I don't know if anyone's heard of Jean Haynes. I've been painting some of her, inspired by her Christmas thing we were doing. I've been painting some like little elves. These are going to make a pattern. This is my favourite elf here. Are they elf or gnomes? I don't know. I've been painting these. This one is not quite finished. He's pushing a snowball to make a thing. And then there's those two. And then there's that one. So that's going to make a jolly Christmas pattern. With the little snowman. Yeah, but look how cute this one is. Look at him. Hi. He said hi. Hi, everyone. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm going to switch back to me so you can see my face for a change. There you go. Hi. So I woke up sneezing this morning. I had like an allergic reaction to something. Sorry, that's my mic there. So if you're wondering what it is, yeah, I've put this screen up behind me so you can't see my bedroom because I'm painting in my bedroom because it's cold down in my studio. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And think about joining my Patreon, please. Because I don't make any money on YouTube, even though, I don't know, how do you make money on YouTube? get a penny for each video you put up, and I'm like, yes. The videos that do make money are ones that have got like 100,000 views, and that happens rarely, and that only makes you like 20 quid. So yeah, please come and support me over there. Much appreciated. You get loads of stuff as well. Yeah, so anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you have a good... I'll be back on Friday. Yeah, I will be back Friday morning at 7:30 a.m. GMT. I always have to stop myself saying GMTV. It's not good. Anyway, take care, everybody, and thank you for joining me. And now you can watch me... Now I'm going to flip it back over before I do the try and turn the live stream off because I can never know what button to press. There we go, leave the desk.